I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video I'll teach you a technique of factoring quadratic equations with leading coefficients greater than 1 and where two variables may be involved. Factor fully if possible. The question here is 6x squared minus 7xy minus 10y squared. So what we learned here is that to factor a trinomial, we are looking for two numbers. I always name them as P and Q, whose product should be A times C. Now in this case, it is 6 times 10y squared or 60y squared. So that is the product we are looking for with a negative sign, minus 10. Don't forget that, minus 10. So we are looking for a product of minus 60y squared. And what should be the sum of these two numbers? Sum should be coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is minus 7y. Minus 7y. So that is the coefficient of x. This is what we are looking for. So what we should do is we should make up a table. So this is the thinking which goes in our mind, and it doesn't really take much time to solve, but since I need to explain you, I'm going in small steps. So let's say the two numbers are P and Q. So here we'll write their product. So let's say their product should be minus 60y squared. So of course both should have y in them. That is how you get y squared. Minus 60 and the sum is negative. That means the bigger number, let's assume P is bigger number, should be negative, correct? And then on this side we'll write the sum and see if that is okay. So 60, you can get 6 times 10, for example. 10 is bigger, so I'll write 10 here and 6 here. Now if I multiply, of course I'll get minus 60y squared, but when I add I get minus 4, not minus 7. It doesn't work. Okay, so let me try some other numbers, and let us say there are many factors for this. Let's try 12 times 5. Okay, so 12y and 5y. Since the addition is greater with minus sign, so greater number should be negative. This gives us product of 60, of course, but when we add, we do get minus 7 also, correct? So this is just the right combination we are looking for. Perfect. So like this, you first find the right combination. Once you find that combination, then you have to split the x term and rewrite the equation just as we are doing now. So we could write this as equal to 6x squared. Instead of minus 7xy, I will use minus 12xy, minus 12xy, and plus 5xy, plus 5xy, and retain the other terms as such. So what you see here is that this combination in the center is same as 7xy, and therefore our equation is exactly similar to the given equation, correct? But it helps to factor. How? From trinomial we got 4 terms. We can combine the first two and the last two and then factor these terms, right? So when I factor these terms, we have 6 and x common, right? So 6 and x common. You are left with x here. 12 divided by 6 is minus 2 because of that minus sign, and y. On the other side also we should get this factor. Remember, if you don't get it, something is wrong. What is common here? 5 and y. Okay, so 5 and y is common. We are left with x minus 2y, correct? Y squared divided by y is y. So as expected, we have x minus 2y as a common factor, correct? So you're left with 6x from the first term plus 5y from the second term. So what you get is the factored form of the trinomial, right? And this trinomial was in two variables. We could factor it so easily, just as we did with other trinomials. I wish and hope that you have understood this process. Go through it once again if there are any doubts, and then take up the test on factoring quadratic functions, equations, or expressions. Thank you and all the best.